trying to line the book up. But this is Russian Icons, the book Russian Icons by Father Vladimir Ivanov. Okay. Put it up closer. It's the back of the book. Okay. And so I'm going to open and start going through the pages. Russian Icons. And I'm just going to go through it fast. All right. This is an image of, I believe, the Virgin Mary and Christ. Christ having a little fro, but it's a lot of witherization, discoloration. It almost looks green in the face. You'll see a lot of that. A lot of times, what I didn't say, that there is a lot of iconoclasm. A lot of iconoclasm when it comes to this, meaning that a lot of these have been painted white. They have been painted white. They call it restoration. So they claim they are restoring these a lot of times, but really all they do is lighten them up. Okay. I've actually had people in the comments of the first video say that these people weren't black. It was the varnish. I'm sorry, let me get the mic. So I actually have had people that have said these people were not black. It's the paint that they were using, the varnish. It darkens over time. And so they say, well, it darkens over time. So I said, if that's the case, if the varnish darkens over time, why is it that it's just the skin that is dark? That's the main argument. Because they're so old, they have gotten dark. But the whole picture don't be dark. It just be the people's skin. So this is Saint Vladimir, okay, right here. Saint Vladimir actually instituted, from my memory, my understanding, he's the one that instituted icons being made. He instituted that. And when I looked them up, all I could find was a lot of white pictures of Saint Vladimir. And then I came across some that were black, because I didn't understand if he was the man that instituted making these icons. Was he a white man that believed that the people of God were black? So let me zoom in for you. So yeah, that's the question I had. Was he a Caucasian man that believed that the people of God were black? Or what was going on with that? So right here, this is number 20. This is the Apostles Peter and Paul, scenes from their lives. Let me move the book over a little bit. Right? Right here is the transfiguration of Christ. I'm trying to get this camera to focus. Maybe I can do a manual. There we go. Yeah, so back up. See, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to whitewashing. Now, you have black people down here. You have some people up here. They got afros, angels, prophets, but they're whitewashed. Then at the very bottom, you have black people down here. So the hustle was very real. The hustle, and what I mean by that was the hustle to paint themselves as the people of God. This is the whole reason. This right here is an example of why the whole reason black people, brown people grow up believing in a Caucasian savior, a white savior, the image of a white Christ, white Jesus. Look at these, dark-skinned. Let me zoom in on you for you real quick. Get to it. Now they say, once again, remember they say that because of the old varnish on the paint, that these turn black. Well, why didn't the white parts turn black? Why didn't the reds turn black? Why didn't the black, I can't say blacks turn black, but you get the point. You get the point. Now look at this. This looks horrible. Now this is supposed to be an image of Christ, but when you look at it, he looks like a zombie because they tried to lighten it up. So the tone of the skin on the face looks green. The beard is gone, non-existent, because they have to lighten it up and make it appear that possibly this was a European, or not a European, but a Caucasian. You gotta be real careful with the word European, because that doesn't necessarily mean Caucasian people. It can be, and even according to their own archaeologists, the first Europeans were dark-skinned people. There you have it again. And it's just like, you don't have to be to me, you don't, in my opinion. Now, I'm an artist. I naturally can draw. I've messed with chalk. I've messed with paint. I understand smearing and smudging, and I understand. I can see when something has been tampered with. That's just the way I look at it. But to maybe the naked eye, I also believe that it's not hard to tell that a lot of these paintings and images have been tampered with. If you got this far in the video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and comment. Tell me what you think. You know what I mean? You'll appreciate something like this. You know what I mean? I don't mind doing it. So I'm finna start moving a little faster, y'all. Let me see. Put the mic right here. Move a little faster. This is the Transfiguration. Once again, I think I'll just start picking the book up. Let me see. This is the transfiguration that's spoken about when Elijah and Moses appeared before Christ. See how close I can get. I'm trying to make sure that the camera focuses, y'all. I guess I'll keep doing it the way I've been doing it. Hold on, let me. I mean, if these wasn't black people, I mean, come on, look at them in the cut. See those black folks in the cut right here? They in the cut right here. Yeah, man. Where we at? How much time? We at 13. Let me keep pushing. So I'm gonna just stroll through it, y'all. Okay. Right here, we got a whole fold out, okay? Now, once again, this is flanked by angels on each side, but once again, this is Saint Vladimir in the middle right here. Let me see if I can zoom in. Camera to focus. I'll zoom out a little bit. There we go. There we go. It's him right here. All right. Let me close this up. Let's keep moving. Keep moving. Daniel the Dragon Slayer, right here. I'm sorry, Saint George the Dragon Slayer. I said Daniel. Saint George the Dragon Slayer, slaying a dragon down here. Brother with an afro, on horseback, with a garment on, okay? The apostle and evangelist Saint Matthew right here with an afro. Saint Nicholas, Archbishop of Myra. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Just going through it, y'all. Forgive me. Let me zoom out so you can see everything. And this is looking like they really try to make them light and look like, you know, what you know today as a white Jesus. Let's keep going. Camera, son. This is dope. And you got angels up here with afros. I mean, this is dope. I mean, this is dope. This is history. You know that you wouldn't know, because when The Europeans that you know today came into power. What they did was a lot of times these icons were burnt. They were thrown in piles and burnt. The fact that the black ones actually survived just shows you that they were all black. Because if not for that, if not for, I believe the Lord, they wouldn't have survived. It's kind of the same thing as with ancient Egypt. You look at the statues of ancient Egypt, and all of their noses are broken off. And then you have some that are still intact. Somehow these ones squeezed through the cracks, and they made it from the white. They made it out of the whitewashing campaigns. It's the same with these. They some of them are unscathed, and they made it out of the whitewashing campaigns. They survived to this day because it was just so many of them, they couldn't all be destroyed. I think it's just the style. The style is really, the style is not all the way realistic, but it's realistic enough. 148. Who is this? Let me see. I'm sorry. 116. Saint Nicholas again. This is Saint Nicholas. This is the man that they base Saint Nick off of. Santa Claus. I know y'all seen some of my videos where I talk about that. And we say you ain't supposed to be celebrating Christmas, but they base Saint Nick character off of Santa Claus, off of a man. They base Santa Claus. I'm sorry. They base Santa Claus off of Saint Nicholas, off a archbishop who gave money to people in need and to orphans. So that's him. Let me zoom in. That's a hell of a picture. Oh, these wasn't black people. That's what they're trying to tell you. Try to explain it away. Icon of the Mother of God, joy of the afflicted. I'm assuming this would be Christ and the Virgin Mary. And let me just zoom in so you can see the detail. It's crazy. Detail is crazy. Let me zoom in. So those ain't black people? Somebody put in the comments, where we at? We on page 152. What you think? Put in the comments what you think about page 152. Okay. Get back. Let me get more. Zoom out a little more. Let me move the camera. This is John the Baptist's head on a platter. All right. Marta, Saint Antippa. Right? Saint Nicholas once again. Oh, look, and he got the red on. Now remember what they say. They say that because of the old age and the varnish they use and the tempera, it darkens, it gets dark. So why is it it's only the skin that's dark and the other colors are not dark? Why is the reds not dark? Why are the blues not dark? Why are the browns and all of that ain't dark? Why are the whites not dark? Think about the lies they say. You understand? This one also. This is another one. This is called the Holy Monk Neil Stolobinski. Stolobinski. Now that sounds like one of those, Russian, European type names. Like, like Kowalinsky, Polinsky. The Holy Monk. You got the Virgin Mary and Christ at the top, and you have Stolobinsky. Did I say it right? Yeah, Stolobinsky. Right here. Appears to be a black man to me. Let me zoom in a little bit. He appears to be a black man to me. Okay. And then right next to it, you got the Holy Monk Pavnuty of Boroskovo. Let me get this over here. Okay, and let me just zoom out. And we're almost towards the end of the book. All right. So this is definitely whitewashed. Then you have some more that are lighter. Then you have some dark ones again. And as we get further, what is this? This is 145. Apparition of the icon Saint Nicholas of Myra to Prince Dmitry Donskov. You see, these are all of these names. This requires for people to go look this up. Prince Dmitry Donskov. Donskoy, right? Moscow. Now these look like black people with afros, especially this one right here, who I assume is Prince Dmitry. Anyway, moving on. Zoom out. Now it starts to get whiter. And we're moving towards more modern era. So they're getting wider. This seems old, but it just seems like it was, well, this one was done in modern times. Okay. Done in modern times. This was done in modern times. Definitely. Looked like he Viking from the Caucasus Mountains. Definitely done in modern times. They made sure these are definitely done in modern times, but done in a way to make it look older, like an icon. And that's the end of the book, y'all. That is the end of the book. Okay. End of the book. So if you appreciate that, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. That was Russian icons. Now, in my opinion, that is good, but I'm pretty sure you can find a lot better icons. There's hundreds of them that are black. There's hundreds of them that tell the story of black people being in Europe. Even online, you go on Pinterest and you'll find all kind of stuff. So I did this because we as black people, a lot of us want to know these things. We want this knowledge, but we can't afford to go buy, $100 books, $300 books, $3,000 books, $14,000 books. Like Lost Tribes is a myth. Suggestions to rewriting Hebrew history, the one written by Alan Godbey. We can't afford to buy books like that. So that's why I did this video. The brother asked me, could you go through all of this? I'm hungry for knowledge. And when I see somebody else hungry for knowledge, it reminds me of me. It reminds me of myself, how I'm hungry for knowledge, how I want to know, how I want to open books and find out things, and how I've learned so many different things. Right now I'm studying the 18th dynasty of the Egyptians, the actual dynasty where they say if the Israelites existed, they had to fit into this dynasty, right? And the things that I'm covering is crazy. And you start to realize that even with stuff like Russian icons or whatever, black history, whatever history it may be, anywhere in the world, there's a status quo and there's a power trip on holding on to that history. And I feel like even with us, we've been lied to. But even with Caucasian people, they've been lied to. They've claimed through generation after generation believing that they were this great, they did this, their ancestors did this, when in reality, the history that's starting to come out, the artifacts that are starting to come out, don't even show them in these places. It shows black people there being first. Black people bringing civilization. Black people bringing the level of science, mathematics, arithmetic, the level of these places. You talk about the Moors, and then the Spanish, not the Spanish, but the expulsion of the Jews. And when they left out of Spain and Portugal, they had raised the level of civilization so high that Portugal and Spain were the first to come up out of the Dark Ages, and explore, a la Christopher Columbus. But all of that groundwork and that foundation were laid by these people that were there, the Moors, who were Arabs and Hebrews. And so anyway, man, like I said, you probably can find something online for free. Maybe you can even find, there's other icon books that's very cheap. I don't have them in my possession, but I've seen a lot of stuff online where you can literally just go on a search and you can see things that are even better or more telling than what I just showed you in the book, Russian Icons, that probably goes for, let me do a quick search before I end this video. Let me do a quick search just to see the price. Russian by Vladimir Ivanov. Let's see. Let me see for y'all. Okay, on eBay, you got one right now, $148. You got another one that looks in good condition, $2,000. Another one that looks in great condition, $5,000. Okay, and the one that's $148, it looks like it's either Chinese or Japanese writing. So that's why it's $148. But yeah, so you see the prices of these books. It's just outrageous. But you just got $2,000. You got $148 worth, your $2,000 worth, $5,000 worth of knowledge or information to see what's in it, the icons. And it really is just about the pictures. You have a lot of writing that's talking about the pictures or giving you a description of what you're looking at. But really, it's just about the icons and the story that it's telling. And these are usually depictions out of the Bible of people in the Bible, out of their lives, and some of those saints that came after, I believe, through the Byzantine Empire, the Roman Catholic Church. Okay, so with that, Thank y'all for watching. Let me know what you think about this video. Give me your thoughts and your opinions. And with that, this is Black Authentic Truth.